the best ever. Knock him out with one punch like that. You'd be like, oh man, have you seen this Jake Paul dude coming up? He's for real. Because nothing about watching him fight, to me, screams like he's in over his head. Nothing. He looks like a real boxer.
It won't be much different. I think he done well bringing in the right sparring partners. It shows his intent, his focus, his team, what they're trying to do and getting ready for people that come close and throw hooks, and like Sanchez, someone like a Coley who boxes at.
Joe Rogan reacts with surprise after watching footage of Jake Paul knocking out a heavyweight with a single punch. He points out how sharp Jake looks in the ring, especially his constant foot movement and what Rogan describes as slippery, hard-to-track motion. Rogan explains that this isn't fear or avoidance, but a smart tactical approach. The movement is designed to reduce damage and wear down bigger opponents. In the leaked sparring clips, Jake is seen circling non-stop, which Rogan says makes sense. When preparing for a dangerous opponent like Anthony Joshua, Joe
Your face, just to let you know, like you would have been knocked out, but I just touched your face. Just gonna touch you a little bit. Move around. You can't touch me. I touch you. Here's a feint, and that's coming at you. And if he's kicking, you're fucked. But even if he's just using his hands, if you're like some streamer, he wouldn't hurt you. But Sean Strickland's a different animal. Sean Strickland has, he's got this fucking man code, and he believes in it. Like, you got to get your ass kicked every now and then. He spars all the time, spars constantly. And if you agree to get in there with him, you're essentially agreeing to let him beat the fuck out of you, because you don't really have a chance. Like, you have no chance. But in Sean's defense, when he lost to Alex Pereira, one of the first things he did was go to Connecticut to Glover Teixeira's gym where Alex trains and train with him. When he was training with Alex Pereira, he was light sparring. So this is fucking light. Find the video of Sean Strickland training with Alex Pereira, because he's smart. Because that guy's not sneaky.
Rogan then reacts to another sparring clip where Jake forces his opponent to drop down on one knee. Rogan highlights Jake's looping punches, especially the overhand right, calling it a real weapon. He notes that Jake's size, athleticism, and natural punching power clearly stand out. While Rogan admits Jake has not fully mastered the body, rotation, and torque seen in elite boxers, sometimes relying on arm punches instead. He emphasizes that, despite these flaws, Jake's effectiveness in the ring is undeniable. Jake's strength and impact have been steadily increasing over time. According to his coach, these moments of power are not rare or accidental. Throughout training, Jake has consistently controlled and dominated.
Huge boxer, and now he gets the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua. The crazy world we live in, but we will all watch it for sure.
Yeah, that's true. I feel a bit like rubbernecking, but you can't help it. I mean, from Anthony Joshua's point of view, so if he dances around him, everybody's going to feel shortchanged. If he sort of knocks him out after two punches, I don't know. I don't know what the expectation is of the audience, really.
Yeah, do you know what it is, Paul? I think that for Anthony Joshua, from his side of things, look, he's been out of the ring since that defeat to Daniel Dubois back in September. And for Anthony Joshua, it's all about going through the motions and getting back into the swing of things, getting back to winning ways. We know that he was going to. We now know that he was going to box November the 22nd in an 8-rounder against a top 100 fighter. This opportunity's come up, and he goes from probably earning $1 million to $70 million. What would you do? You'd go for this, because he's going to go through the same motions. He's going to get in the dressing rooms, have his hand wrapped, get warmed up, do that ring walk, get into the ring, smell the arena. That's what it's all about for Anthony Joshua, getting back into winning ways, getting rid of some of that ring rust. Then I believe we see him obviously again in the ring, probably in February time, something like that, against a much better caliber of opponent. And then before he moves on and boxes Tyson Fury, the news that broke, we expect Tyson Fury sometime in September. So the roadmap is very much mapped out for Anthony Joshua, but he's got to take care of things here against Jake Paul. I mean, what is Jake Paul thinking, by the way? Yeah. I mean, it's slightly delusional, isn't it? Because does he really believe that he can win here against Anthony Joshua?
Well, he does.
Talk, but,
I mean, I think he's talking. Spencer, I think he's talking. I think he knows.
But is it like the FA Cup, Spencer, where a minnow could upset a giant? Is there a chance he could win?
Right, Andy, I'm going to give it to you straight, mate.
Sparring sessions. He has shown that a faster, slightly smaller fighter with real power can still challenge larger opponents. This is especially important against fighters who underestimate someone based on size alone. Sparring footage backs this up, showing Jake managing exchanges, landing clean shots, and applying pressure that forces even experienced partners onto the defensive. Joe Rogan also points out how much Jake Paul's physical development has changed. When Jake first entered amateur boxing, he weighed around 181.9 pounds. Now, he is expected to come in between 215 and 220 pounds. This added size has come with increased strength and growing experience. Rogan explains that the combination of power, size, and time spent in the ring has made Jake far more dangerous than he was early in his career. Each fight adds more than just a win. It builds adaptability, confidence, and the ability to deal.
Dwarfed by these way bigger heavyweights like Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, and Lawrence Okolie. Okolie is like 6'4 and a half, 6'5", and these guys are like 6'3", 6'4", probably. So now Jake Paul is the one that's smaller. So first of all, I will give credit to Jake Paul. Clearly, he's a person who is taking his career seriously. These are quality sparring. I mean, a real boxer, because people say he's not a real boxer, but a real boxer would be using the same guys in their sparring camp. In fact, I just told you Joshua used Lawrence Okolie. I don't know if he sparred with Anderson or Frank Sanchez, but these are all regular ranked heavyweights. So credit to Jake Paul for that. And I mean, he's going to need it. Joshua is a different breed to, like, you know, a Mike Perry when it comes to boxing. Different frame, different size. In case you didn't believe me, right? Jake Paul, this is what MVP Promotions posted. So Jake Paul top sparring, right? Heavyweights. And here's some pictures of Joshua with Lawrence Okolie. And again, Joshua, a big dude, but you see Lawrence Okolie, and he probably was cruiserweight back then. I mean, I don't know exactly when this picture was taken, but
with tougher, heavier opponents, Jake's progress has not gone unnoticed by Rogan, who continues to give him credit that many critics refuse to offer. Rogan notes that many people dismiss Jake simply because of his background as a YouTube personality. However, he argues that this label unfairly overshadows what Jake has actually done in the ring. If Jake had entered boxing without that reputation, many of his achievements would be praised on merit alone. His 12-1 professional record, including 7 wins by stoppage, reflects real skill and genuine punching power. Asterisk Jake Paul's public image also plays a major role in how he is viewed. He has built a personality that often provokes critics, partly because he feels his wins and effort are not taken seriously. Despite the skepticism, Jake's record is impressive.
It's been good. Mikey. Better watch out, buddy. Don't charge at me, buddy. I got dynamite.
He's dominated from day one with heavyweights, and I don't mean just random heavyweights. I mean heavyweights that are ranked in the top 25, if not top 15 in the world.
For someone who only began boxing a few years ago, his mix of athleticism, tactical thinking, and showmanship has helped him build momentum where every victory strengthens his claim as a legitimate professional boxer. His confidence sometimes crosses into arrogance, but it also shows how strongly he believes in his preparation and ability. Anthony Joshua himself has acknowledged Jake's commitment to serious training. One major factor is Jake's choice of sparring partners. He deliberately works with top-level heavyweights who bring different styles into the ring. This variety forces Jake to adapt and prepares him for unpredictable situations.
Jake Paul, if he wasn't this YouTube guy, he was just a boxer. And you see a boxer knock out the former UFC welterweight champion, not just the former, but one of the best ever. Knock him out with one punch like that. You'd be like, oh man, have you seen this Jake Paul dude coming up? He's fucking for real. Because nothing about watching him fight, to me, screams like he's in over his head. Nothing. He looks like a real boxer. He looks like a real boxer. He doesn't look like a guy who's attempting boxing. That's the difference. The feints, the foot movement, the way he lands shots. He fights like a boxer. He doesn't fight like a guy who's trying to box in a celebrity boxing match. He fights like a boxer.
No, because
if he wasn't that guy, I'm saying if he wasn't that big YouTube star, and you just saw him as a boxer.
Cruiserweight, he might last a round or two by moving, clinching, and avoiding exchanges. However, a single clean punch to the chin would likely finish the fight immediately. He adds that Joshua won't carry Jake, as that would be dangerous. And if Jake tries to trade punches, the result could be devastating. The plan, he says, is to end it quickly and move on. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bloodline Boxing.